Minister of Sports Herman Longsworth has appointed a new interim body to lead the sport of cycling in Belize. Minister Longsworth said he met today with the visiting president of the Pan American Cycling Confederation, Jose Manuel Pelaez Rodriguez. However, Longsworth said the meeting did not go as productively as he had hoped.
It appears that Mr. Pelaez Rodriguez is insistent on telling us how we must proceed with cycling in Belize. And he is insistent that we must conform to whatever UCI says, whether or not that is consistent with the laws of our country. And I refuse to do that. I absolutely refuse to do that. Mr. Pelaez Rodriguez insisted that the only constitution that UCI will recognize is that which was supposedly drafted in 2006. I asked Mr. Pelaez if they, Kopasi UCI, had any record to substantiate the legitimacy of that document. And he himself could not say yes. He could not indicate that yes, they can prove that the general body of the Belize Cycling Association had actually endorsed that document. But they continue to insist that because it is as close to the UCI draft of a constitution, that is the constitution we must have. I have made it quite clear to all, including Mr. Pelaez, that the issue here is not the contents of the Constitution, but the legitimacy of the Constitution.
Longsworth said they will remain in dialogue with UCI and hope to get better communication with the governing body over the next couple of days. However, he said, with UCI's blessings or not, elections for a new cycling executive will take place by the end of February. He said the general membership of the cycling body will decide the way forward and invites those interested in cycling to register to be a part of the process. In the meantime, Longsworth said cycling will go on.
I am going to reconstitute the interim committee that some of you may have heard me speak to before. And in good faith, I am going to use the very same formula that had been used before to institute that committee. I am going to invite Mr. Moreno to have 2 seats on that committee. I am going to invite Mr. Leslie to have 2 seats on that committee. The National Sports Council will have 2 seats. The only difference is that the National Olympic Committee has indicated to us that they feel that because they play a bigger role as an arbiter in these kinds of things, that they should not chair, because it would be a conflict of interest if they were called to arbitrate any procedure here. So I have decided to ask Mr. Melvin Torres to chair that interim committee.
Longsworth cautioned that should UCI not support the upcoming elections, it will impose sanctions on Belizean cycling. Reporting for Love News, I'm Ava Diaz Sosa.